Hello and welcome to Maui. My name is Reverse Ops, the channel, or okay, you can tell right away how this day is already going. My name is Patrick, the channel is Reverse Ops. I am having one of those days today. This is either going to be a tremendously short show or a tremendously bad show, or both. I haven't figured that out yet. So my tripod broke. My second tripod broke as I was setting up today. So I had to finagle a way to attach my encoder and screen to it. So that means it's pointing straight up. And if you ever tried to look at a computer screen looking straight up into the sun, it doesn't work very well. I'm not even sure if you can hear me or not. I have no idea. I can't see the chat. I can't see the I can't even see the planes. I can't look at flight radar at the same time because the wind is blowing so hard today that I'm afraid it's going to blow my tripod over. So I'm having to hold it with one hand. So how's your day going? On the bright note, we do have a 777 leaving. Whether I'll be able to keep it in frame, I have no idea. That Southwest that just left, I'm assuming it was in the frame. Maybe. So we're gonna fight through this because we got a 777 coming, and we have a 321, I think, after that pushing back, and then we have a couple of American arrivals coming in the next hour. So we're gonna fight through all that to see if we can see these Americans again today. I'm trying to see. Oh. My mods say we can hear me. That's good. Thank you very much, Josh and Lady Cat. And, oh, Lady Cat is out all weekend. Sorry. And Rainbow Love. So doesn't look if things go as they are right now, I won't be keeping any of you up way past your bedtime today because it's it all depends on if I can keep these planes in the shot. If I can't keep them in the shot, it's just not worth having her. I tried my encoder has the built-in screen on it, which is kind of a fatal flaw for this travel setup. So it has to be near enough to the camera for the cord to reach and for me to see it. Hopefully I do better with the 777. That was horrible. Okay, I'm trying to wedge stuff to make a sun shield and it's not working. Oh, I got an idea. Let's try this. Okay, that's probably horrible. Alright, I'm trying an umbrella. See if the umbrella is going to help me see the screen. This wind might be too much for the umbrella, so that might be a temporary solution. So today we're going to play old-time plane spotting before the fancy apps, because I can't see my app. So we're just gonna pretend. I'm gonna pretend that's a Southwest coming in from, let's say Honolulu. Probably not Honolulu, but alright, the umbrella is not working. And we could probably chalk it up to stuff I've broken today. So okay, well, that was a try. Alright, let's... Okay, let me, alright. Okay, I can finally see a little of the chat, yeah. Harvey, yeah, I did try that. Unfortunately, the wind created a pendulum effect and almost took it down the hill. That didn't work very well. Hello, Josh, Alan. Let's see if I can... Sorry, I really can't see the chat. I don't even know why I'm trying. Let's see. Jen, oh hi, Jen. Yeah, wait on tripod. Harvey, I don't want to argue over a thing, but I did try that. This is not my first rodeo. It created a pendulum effect and almost took the entire tripod down a hill. The umbrella was not so I could steady anything. It was so I could get the reflection off the screen so I can actually see the screen. I hope so. Alright, so while we got a second here and I can almost see the screen, I'm gonna put up this for a second because this is actually more important than the actual stream. So I'm doing a special shirt to raise money for the victims of the Lahaina fire. 100% of the proceeds will go to the Maui Strong Fund. Thank you who ordered yesterday. I appreciate that a lot. So I'm not making a dime off this shirt. I'm giving it all to the Maui Strong Fund. So please head on over to Reverse Ops and pick up a shirt. Give a little to the community of Lahaina. The next one out here is the only reason I really wanted to do this show. I almost canceled it, but I want to see this 777. So let's see here. Where's the start recording? Okay. Ah, I think I got it. So I appreciate y'all fighting through this with me. I came all this way and spent a ton of money, so we're gonna give it a shot. If you'd like to maybe shout out the planes in the chat. I know we got a couple of mods. I don't know if they'll have time to do that. Maybe we can get that going because I can't see them. And if I miss a chat directed at me, I do apologize again. I have one screen today instead of my usual multiple screens. And right now it's focused on trying to see what I'm doing. This next one from here looks like a Hawaiian 321. If that's the case, it's going to the mainland somewhere. LA or Long Beach, maybe Oakland or San Diego. Alright, I think I got two in a row there. Things are looking up. Alright, well, we got a second here. I'm gonna see if I can see the chat. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Oh, you can actually hear me. Look at that. Thank you, Harvey. I appreciate that. I can actually see the chat now. I'm holding up my phone. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Got Aloha Mike and Alan. Thanks for being here. Alright, thanks everyone. Thanks for fighting through this with me. But the trip over to Maui here has been obviously not a financial success. It's gonna be a red mark in the accounting column for sure. But as far as just everything else, it's been a blast. I had a lot of fun during the stream yesterday, and then last night I went up to Haleakala for the first time in probably 10 years. The clouds played a little bit of trouble with the Milky Way, but I was able to see the Milky Way, and I think I got a really good shot of the Milky Way rising with the moon right below it. So we'll see how that looks on the computer later. But I've met some really nice people. I've had a blast. This is a, I know Molokai is supposed to be the friendly isle, but I've had lots of friendly people here this trip. Except for the two guys who I was following up and down the mountain last night. Those are the only two people I did. Both up and down the mountain last night. It takes about an hour and 20 minutes to get up there, so both times I was following a person who thought a 20-mile-an-hour hairpin turn meant stop, make sure it's clear, and then go. They would come to an almost complete stop at every hairpin turn. And they also didn't know what turnoffs meant. There's turnoffs going up and down the mountain for you if you're going slower to turn off. They had no idea what those meant. So a normal hour and 20 minutes, it took me over 2 hours to get up and but besides those two fine people, I've had a blast. Said hello to Oprah last night. Casual. Well, as soon as I get everything working right, the plane stopped. Patrick versus the volcano. That Patrick, have you ever seen Joe versus the volcano with Tom Hanks? That is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie. It has a very Terry Gilliam kind of vibe to it. Okay. I was finally able to pull up flight radar. We do have a Hawaiian inbound coming in from Maui. Those two Americans, one coming in from Phoenix and one coming in from Dallas, I believe. Yeah, Dallas. They're both about 45 minutes out. That's a 321 and a Dreamliner. I do have something that looks like it pushed back down there, but like I said, I cannot see the screen very well. Something right there. Is that in Alaska? Yeah, it's definitely in Alaska moving backwards. Oh, there's an American down there. That's what it is. Yeah, the American is the one that's already pushed back. The Alaska is the one that's pushing back right now. And hopefully I have that framed up enough where you can see it. Oh. Rachel, good to see you. Actually, it's good to actually see you. I can't see the screen. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. Ooh, am I getting a cloud over me? Nope. That would help out a little bit. I don't think I've ever had a stream that had more likes than people watching, so thank you very much, everyone. So I was able to make it. If you're following along my journey on Instagram, my Instagram is also Reverse Ops. I've been doing stories of my journey along here to Maui. You'll notice I finally made it to Krispy Kreme this morning. I skipped it yesterday because I needed to get real food. A donut would have tasted good, but would have done nothing for my stomach. So I skipped Krispy Kreme yesterday and went to Krispy Kreme this morning for breakfast. So we're gonna make sure. I want to double check the focus on the camera, so we're gonna hold on just a second. I want to make sure we're. Make sure that we're actually focusing on what we're supposed to be. Sometimes with the heat haze, it throws off the autofocus. So what I do is I put it in manual focus and find the hyperfocal distance on something. And we work from that. So yeah, so today's even windier than yesterday. Yesterday was, if I remember correctly, it was 20 with 35 gusts. miles per hour. Today, it seems closer to 30 constant. It is just constantly hitting me in the back, which hopefully will make some good video, but it's not making me. It's keeping me a little cool though. That's nice. It's not as hot as I thought it was going to be out here. There he is. Oh, there we go. There's the wind. Pardon me. The next departure is an American. It's a 321. So all day yesterday, well, I don't know about all day, but Seems to be most of the planes departing yesterday seem to take a slight right turn as they left here. The wind was a little different yesterday, so these ones today seem like they're making a slight left turn, which is a little bit harder to keep them in shot the whole time. So they come back, they're departing and making a turn right behind me, so I have to swing the camera all the way around. So yes, I'm just gonna keep making excuses. That's all I'm gonna do today. Today's gonna be Patrick makes an excuse all day. So I think the next one in might be in Alaska. Trying to keep flight radar going back and forth from my phone. I think it was in Alaska. That's weird. It does seem steadier today than it did yesterday, even though the wind is more. I think maybe it's because I got both hands on it today. One hand trying to keep it from flying down the hill, and one hand to move the camera. I fly back tonight, this evening, to Oahu. I was thinking about staying over for Memorial Day, but Mrs. Reverse Ops gets back from her Disney World vacation tonight, so I want to be there to meet her. I don't want to go one more day without being able to give her a hug, so somewhere out there is the shot. I'm not looking. There we go. There's the shot. I tried the age-old technique of looking straight down the camera from the back and seeing if that works. I don't know if that's gonna work. Or maybe just pan out, zoom out far enough, and everything will be in the shot, right? Yeah, her trip started out as being 7 days, and then all of a sudden it turned into 10 days, and then when she's telling me when to come pick her up, it turned into 2 weeks. So I think that's that Disney math. 3 equals 7, 7 equals 10, 10 equals 14. I think that's that Disney math. Let's see. Get her a gift. The gift was the vacation. Oh, we got a couple of new subscribers. Thank you very much, John. Hey! I don't know, let's see. How far does that angle over? Because I can screw it directly to that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to do it without taking us off air though. Let me give me a second. See if I can figure this out. Hold on one second, guys.
Hey, look who showed up.
Oh, hello, Mr. Police Officer. Yeah.
Look who I brought.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try to do this without taking us off the air.
I didn't really understand what you were talking about. I didn't you in right at the start. It sounded like
Alright, we're gonna put up a slate for just a second so I don't lose the signal. So hold on one second, guys. that I use for this to angle it, and it decided to screw the tighten everything down. Decided to freeze up last night.
Oh.
So I was trying to use that, but it only tilts far enough, and I was getting all the sun. Oh wait, that's much better. All right.
Well, there's a break in the
Yeah. Tighten that down a little more. Okay. All right, how's that? I can actually see now. Look at that. Thank you very much, Bruce.
No, I was trying to think where you could stash. How long are you going to be here?
I leave tonight.
Yeah. See, I could get it back from you on Saturday.
I could probably fit that in my bag, and I'll bring it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Saturday, Lagoon Drive.
I will be either up by the rental car places closer to the highway, or I'll be down in the parking lot.
At the end.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was going to look at your videos to try and figure out where you actually
Yeah.
plant yourself.
Yeah, if you look at a map on Lagoon Drive, if you're going out, it's the first light you hit.
Okay.
There's a right before that. There's a street that kind of loops around.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm on the Mackay side of that loop.
High side of the loop.
Yeah, but
figure it out.
I stand out. So if I'm there, you'll see me. Yeah,
Did you get my email? I sent you.
I did. I hadn't had a chance to respond to it yet. I was up on the mountain last night. I didn't get it till I got home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Up there.
taking some star pictures.
Star pictures.
Yeah.
I'll send you one.
Oh,
I
nice.
took one from my house.
Oh,
on Mother's Day.
I was trying to get the Milky Way before the moon got in the way,
Yeah.
and the clouds got in the way.
Yeah, it's the wrong time.
Yeah.
I nailed it on Mother's Day, though.
Oh, nice.
So I'll email that one to you.
Sure.
And so I'll arrange. In email, send me your phone.
Oh, that'll work.
Text and stuff.
That'll work. All right. Thanks again.
All right. Yeah, have fun. On with the show.
Yeah. All right. That was our friend Bruce who stopped by yesterday. He brought me a tripod to angle my screen better so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I think we're still on the air, so that's good. Oh, we got Paddler Girl in that. No, it was just the airport security was just close by. Nothing. I think Paddler Girl is on a layover now in LA. Everybody gives me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that I didn't take us off the air from the sound, because I did unplug the mic. Oh, the mic looks like it's working. All right. Thank you, everyone. See? It's good to have friends. Hello, Haps. Good to see you. Our good friend Brian D came by yesterday. He's been a member for 3 months. Thank you very much. You're quite welcome. I've had a blast here on Maui. I almost made a huge mistake. I went up to the top of Haleakala last night, and I was gonna eat the chips that you brought on the way up the hill, but I got distracted and forgot to open them up before I went up there. And when I got up there, the bag was completely inflated. Like, I'm so glad it didn't burst. So I was able to eat them on the way down. Hello, David. Good to see you. Oh. Sky West Patrick, thank you very much for showing up again. Oh, wait. I freaked out for a minute because I was trying to check the chat on my phone to make sure I didn't miss anything, and it was still stuck on the slate, and I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I left it up there. Those two Americans are very close now. One of them is off to my left. I can see it just breaking through the clouds over there. It is about to pass over Kihei and it's on the downwind now. It'll make a couple right turns and come back up. That is the first one that's coming in from Phoenix. The larger of the two, the 787, is coming in from DFW. It's about 10 minutes behind it or so. In the middle is a FlexJet out there coming in from Van Nuys. We have another 321 Hawaiian coming over from Honolulu. It just left. That'll be here in less than 20 minutes. Well, Rachel, we'll be back at 8 left soon. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm still waiting for official confirmation, but we might not be at 8 left next Saturday. I gotta dot some I's and cross some T's, but we're gonna make a big announcement, hopefully, if all those I's get dotted and T's get crossed in the next day or two, to make sure I have okay to announce it. We're gonna have should have a fun show next Saturday. So make sure you tune in next Saturday, put those notifications on, hit the subscribe thing, all that jazz. Next Saturday morning should be quite fun. And then the next week we're gonna skip a week because I have a big project at my normal job that is gonna take up the weekend. So we're gonna skip a week. I'm gonna try to make it up with some mid-week shows, but that's still TBD, as they say. Almost forgot to put my hat back on. That would be bad. Yeah, I almost forgot to put my hat on. That would have been a big mistake. Hello, Nick. Good to see you. Unfortunately, 22 left is going to still be closed for another couple weeks. They say the rain that we had only pushed the schedule back 10 days, so it was supposed to open the 4s and the 22. 4 right and 22 left were supposed to open up on June 6th. That got pushed back 10 days or so. After that, they're going to close 4 left and 4 right, or 22 right. And then they put out the Hawaii Airports Division put out a statement the other day saying that they're talking about how they're going to be the 10 days late on the 4 right, and then that 4 left would close after that. 4 left doesn't really affect our show at all, just like the 4 right did. The only thing it does is it bottlenecks the airport a little bit because they have to put those GA and smaller planes that normally would use 4 left somewhere, so it'll cause some delays if you're flying in and out of Honolulu, but for our show purposes it won't affect us that much. So they did at the end of that memo, or note, say that there will be more runway closures. So I don't know what that means, and they didn't elaborate. So Thank you very much, David. David is doing a $20 super chat. He's a huge supporter of the channel, and I can't thank him enough. So the week of June 10th, so I have I believe that's a Monday, correct? Because I have a project that's at work on the 8th, so I will not be streaming the 8th, 9th, or 10th, but sometime that week I will be streaming after the 11th and beyond. I'm not sure the dates yet because it's still kind of still have to figure a few things out, but so pretty much you can pretty much guarantee I'll be streaming the 15th, which is a Saturday. I don't know the rest of that week though. But shoot me an email at patrick@reverseops.com, and I'll let you know as soon as I know what the dates are going to be. Well, Rachel, the military jets use the same runways that the commercial jets do. It's just depending on the wind, we're either closer to them or a little farther away from them. All right, awesome. Thanks, David. Got a Southwest, it looks like it's pushing back over there. Unless the heat haze is playing tricks on my eyes. It sure did look like it was pushing back. That one on the far left looked like it was pushing back. I see the American. I can just see its landing lights now, so we'll flip over and get that Dreamliner here in just a second. It must be the heat haze playing tricks on me because that Southwest is not lit up. Hello, Kyle. Good to see you. Sorry, Rachel. I'm not following, Rachel. I'm sorry. I'm not understanding the question. So Rachel, if you're talking about the west side of the runway, yeah, you can get over there if you have access to Pearl Harbor Hickam. If you have clearance to get on base, you can get over there. In fact, there's a really nice restaurant on the beach over there that you can watch the planes go in and out. I do know some people who have clearance have taken pictures from over there. But as far as a live stream, I would almost 100% guess that the military would say no. Yeah, over the years I've known people with base access and gone to that restaurant a few times and watched the planes go in and out. Very relaxing place. Alright, we have a 321 that's about 10 minutes out or so. It's about to make the turn. It's weird, the police came by not once yesterday, but they've come by twice today. Alright, everyone hear that? David's gonna arrange my bail. Alright, I'm gonna grab a little drink of water real quick while we're waiting for that next Hawaiian to come in. I'll be right back. Please talk amongst yourselves. back. Okay, you just see that Hawaiian in the distance now. It should be here in just a minute or so. Yes, Sun Dragon. I am usually considered strange. The wind is really picking up. I mean, I thought it was bad when I first got here. It's getting actually worse. I come back to that shot in a second. The wind is killing it. Hello, Brandon. Good to see you. You missed all the fun at the beginning of the show. Yeah. I almost started saying bad words. I was having a miserable time. Luckily, Bruce came through with the rescue tripod. And I think we're in business now, as long as this wind would die down. Yeah, Sun Dragon at where I usually stream in Honolulu. The sheriffs and the airport police are pretty nice. They're very friendly guys, or girls, women. You know, as long as you don't do anything dumb, they're very friendly. I haven't had any problems since I've been here, but I've noticed that they put up a lot of the other end of the runway where I've plane spotted before. not a live stream, but just watch the planes. There's a bunch of new signs that weren't there last time. No parking, restricted access signs, so I couldn't find a good spot over on that side. Hello, Lorraine. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Of course, now that I think about it, there's the airport police. There's a lot of women in that. There's a lot of women airport police. I don't remember ever seeing one female sheriff. The sheriffs are the main police, or the main police force for the airport in Honolulu. I don't remember ever seeing a woman sheriff. That's weird. Alright, so the three planes we're looking at there, the one that just turned to the left is heading off to Honolulu. My apologies. Seattle. The one behind it is heading off to Honolulu. And the other one is the one that just got here. It's turned to the right now. Yeah, that's I hope that doesn't happen. That'd be the last thing I'd want, is to have all the Maui plane spotters mad at me because I got them to put up a sign. I don't ever want to be the guy that caused a rule to be written. I'm sure this guy had no problem getting up in the air today. I don't even know if Maui has sheriffs. I've never seen one. They might, but on Oahu, the sheriffs have 3 duties: protect the court buildings and Honolulu Hale, which is where both houses of governments meet, and then they serve warrants, and then they protect the airports. That's all they're supposed to do. So I don't know if they have a similar on Maui sheriff or not. We have an Alaska plane that's currently on the downwind. It'll be here in a second. It's coming in from Seattle. And then we have a couple of, at least one heavy coming in. Another United 777 is coming in from Denver. It'll be here in about a half an hour. Half an hour, so that's about 2 hours. So, go a little further. Double check the flight schedule. We're definitely going to wait for that 777 to arrive. That is estimated for 2:46 this afternoon, so that's a little under a half an hour away. So that might be the last plane of the day, because I don't see anything else after it that I could stay for and still reasonably hit my flight out of here. I do have to make a plane tonight, so I have to make sure I return the rent-a-car and things like that. So I think we're going to call that United 777 our last plane of the day. So we still have a little ways to go. Maui doesn't, but police chief. Oh, okay. Thanks, Josh. See, it's always better to learn those things from Wikipedia than it is to learn in person. I'm learning all kinds of stuff today. Look at that. 48 states have sheriffs. All right. Yeah, we have counties here. We have the, I think the only one, there's 2 with single islands. So you have the city and county of Honolulu. We have the Big Island as a county. Maui County is Molokai, Maui, and Lanai. And then Kauai County also has Niihau in it. Yeah, I've met a sun dragon. I've met a couple of nice plane spotters here this weekend. And from the vantage point, if you want a takeoff or landing shot, you don't need a big lens here. You can get really close. I mean, I am probably less than 100 yards to the end of the runway. And then for those approach coming from the other side, I was standing right underneath them this morning. Oh, I didn't realize Kahului was its own county. Huh. Well. Oh, okay. Sorry, sorry. I saw the K and thought Kahului. Sorry, no, that is. I didn't realize that was his own county either. So, 2 for on me. All right, I'm finally gonna do it. After this arrival, I'm finally gonna do it. This person's been in my chat, a loyal viewer for a long time, and I never say their name because I'm scared I'm going to say it wrong. So after this, we will finally I'll finally confront my fear. My biggest fear with this channel is saying people's name wrong. I only speak English, and I don't speak English very well. I'm very dyslexic, so it's a huge fear of mine when people, especially people who've been around for a long time like this person has, and I am scared to say their name because I'm going to say it wrong. So I do apologize ahead of time. Is this Seiki? I want to know how to pronounce it. I really feel bad that you've been a viewer of my channel for so long, and I'm scared to say your name because I don't want to get it wrong. So if you could phonetically put that in the chat, I would love it. Hello, the random spotter. Good to see you. The next one looks like it's a private jet coming in from San Diego. It's a Falcon 2000 FX. So of all the problems I had earlier with the sun and the tripod breaking and all that stuff weren't enough. I think I have a rock in my shoe. I hope I didn't make them mad. I really feel bad. I do appreciate them being here. They're here a lot. I hope I didn't make anybody mad. It's my failing, not their failing. Oh, only 10 minutes. That's... Holy cow, I didn't want to end that soon. Sea Kai. Or Sea Key. Oh, sweet. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I need to take a picture of that because my brain will not let me remember. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna Sea Key. I'm gonna write that on my I have a little whiteboard that I write upcoming flights on. So I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it. Alright. I'm gonna make that a rule of my chat. Everybody has to write their name phonetically in the chat at least once. I'm glad I work with computers for my job. I'm glad I'm not like, if I was born in like, you know, the 30s where I had to write stuff down, or the 50s where I had to type on an actual typewriter, I would be a ditch digger for sure. Nothing against ditch diggers. If you're a ditch digger in the audience, you do hard work that I would never be able to do. So, but I would not survive without spell correct. Gabe, I'd like to plane spot at Denver one of these days. The only problem there is it's so spread out. I mean, it's even more spread out than like DFW. It's crazy big. I have a friend of mine told me that they were gonna they had plans to put a spotters park at Denver, but the plans fell through because the land they wanted to use, they couldn't get rights to, so it fell through, which is kind of a shame. Oh, Rainbow Love, hello. You changed your icon. I was confused for a minute there. Yeah, when I was researching coming here to Maui, it's very hard for, I don't know, for me in particular, it's very hard to gauge real world traffic, you know, the goings on and goings out from the schedule. I mean, I look at the schedule and I think, oh well, there's 8 planes supposed to leave at that half hour. You know, that looks like a lot of traffic, but then when you get there and all those 8 planes leave in the first 6 minutes, and then there's a half an hour, 20 minutes of nothing. So it's really hard to gauge the actual flow unless you're sitting here or staring at it for hours on flight radar. So that's why I picked 2 different times to do the shows. Like yesterday's show started at 11, and then this show started at 1, so we could gauge, you know, which is better. Maybe we do a little more early morning next time, because this won't be the last time. I'll come back to Maui. I love Maui. It's been way too long since I've been here. So Josh, is this send your sisters to Disney World year? Because that's a eventually, if the channel keeps going, and I have no doubts that it will keep going for a while. Eventually, I'd like to do a stream from the airport shirt I have. Let me show you that real quick while we got a second. So I've made up a couple of shirts to hopefully pay some bills for this trip, because this trip is turning into a red mark in the ledger. It is not definitely not a Black Friday sale. But I've made a few shirts to hopefully, you know, pay some bills for this trip. So if you'd like to head over to the shop, pick out a shirt, help me pay for some bills. But anyway, the shirt on the left is my airport shirt. You can get that. It's been around since the first of the shop, but it has all the airports with scheduled commercial service, you know, major airports here in Hawaii, all listed down the side. I've made one for Maui that has just Maui in red. So my goal eventually is to make 7 of those shirts to where all one for each island or each airport. So we'll see how that goes, but that's my goal, is to have a series of those shirts where the red one is for the airport I visit. So so now we got Honolulu and we got Oahu. Honolulu and Maui. I don't know where we'll go next. I sure would like to go back to the Big Island this year, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen yet. So keep an eye out. But if you'd like to help me pay some bills for this trip, I would really appreciate it. Heading over and buy a shirt. If you'd just like to buy the fundraiser shirt, though, the fundraiser shirt is available over at the shop as well. I don't get any money from that one. That goes straight to the Maui Strong Fund. But either one would be great. Siki, I did it. I remembered Siki. I think the 777 is the biggest one here. They don't have any. I don't know anything that would be bigger that would come here. It's not much bigger, but I think that's the biggest. And I think it's just United that brings them here. I don't think it's United is the only one that brings the 777 here. I was talking to a plane spotter yesterday, and he said before COVID, all the airlines would bring the heavies out here. There's been a big shift, and I've even noticed that over in Honolulu. A lot of the airlines that used to bring over the heavies are now gone to like the 321 Neos or even United is bringing over a lot of 737s. So I guess it's just a shift on, how to bring them out. The passenger numbers at Honolulu are pre-pandemic level, so the people are still coming. It's just what they're getting on, I think, is distributed out a little more to smaller planes. Like American used to have, I believe they used to have 3 777s a day from Dallas, if I remember correctly, 4 or 5 years ago. Now they're down to 2 Dreamliners, and every once in a while they'll mix in a 777. So I didn't have, Brendan, I didn't have a whole lot of time yesterday because honestly I was at the airport at 5 in the morning, and then I streamed for several hours, and then I was beat. I had to go relax at the hotel for a little bit, and then I drove up to Haleakala last night. So I drove up to the visitor center and watched the sunset from up there. And then I took some star pictures last night. Hopefully those come out. Took some pictures of the Milky Way and the moonrise last night. And this morning I basically hung around the hotel for a little while and had some Krispy Kreme and relaxed, and then I came out to the airport a couple hours early before the stream, and I took some photos. Not as many as I was hoping for. I was hoping to get some more photos, but it was a good relaxing weekend. I mean, I would have loved to push it out one more day, but that's the way it goes. This is at United. It's coming in from Denver. Yeah, it's a mixed blessing with it's a mixed thing with Krispy Kreme. I would love to have Krispy Kreme on Oahu, but we don't. And so the good thing is if I had a Krispy Kreme on Oahu, I'd be there all the time, so I at least get to Thank you very much, Brandon. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care, Alan. We'll see you on the next one. Out there somewhere. There it is. So Brandon, my flight is not till 7:30, but I still have to get something to eat before the flight. And I gotta get my rental car back. Luckily, Maui is a pretty easy. Well, okay, I haven't been here in 10 years, so who knows? But last time I was here, Maui was a pretty easy security situation. As long as you don't get, as long as you don't time your Hawaiian flight the same time as one of the, like, the big 777s leaving and everyone's trying to get through security. Usually the inter island ones aren't bad. One time I was flying back from Kauai on a Hawaiian 717, and I was in a very long security line because two mainland flights were leaving at the same time, or, you know, within a couple of minutes of my flight. And the family, we're in security line for so long, and then gets right up to the, you know, right to where you have to get away with, you know, get rid of all your liquids. And the dad in front of me of the family, there was two kids and a mom and dad, pulls the thing out of his bag, and it's a giant bottle of NyQuil. And he takes a giant swig of it, hands it to the wife. The wife takes a giant swig of it, hands it to the kid. Kid takes a giant swig of it, and then the other kid takes a huge swig of it, and then they keep passing it around until they finish the whole bottle. Like a big bottle of NyQuil, and the four of them finished it in one go so they could sleep on the plane, I'm assuming. And if my memory serves me correct, that plane was actually delayed. Their plane was delayed. So hopefully they didn't fall asleep in the terminal. Speaking of falling asleep in the terminal, I was coming back from the Big Island once, from Hilo, and I'm downstairs in the main area, and I'm sitting on a chair and I'm just nodding off. I'm really tired. It was a work trip, and I was really sleepy, and I kind of fell asleep for I'm not sure how long, and a security guard taps me on the shoulder and says, "Hey, you know they're boarding the last flight out of here. If you want to go home, you might want to get up there." So I came very close to sleeping through my flight. When they go pretty straight out of here, I can usually follow them. They're starting to make a left turn out of here today because of the wind. That departure pattern. It's really hard to follow them because they go straight over the tripod. I think the next arrival is going to be our last one of the day. There's another couple down there that are jockeying to go out, it looks like. So I'm going to get these departures, but I don't see anything I don't think anything else coming in the next, about the time these are leaving. So we'll get one more departure. It looks like we'll get at least, let's see here, at least 2 departures. Yeah, looks like we'll get 2 departures, and we got an arrival. So we have another 321 that's heading off to Kona. That's a Hawaiian. That's a big plane for a short flight. Then we have Southwest heading off to Honolulu. And then we have one more arrival that should come in about the time those are leaving. There's a Southwest coming in from Honolulu. So those will be the last couple we're going to see today. So thank you everyone again for being here. Thanks for putting up with my craziness early in the stream. I'm glad we stuck it out. I was very close to packing it in. I was getting very frustrated. Thanks for bearing through that. Big thanks to Bruce, for local plane spotter here. Come out and give me a tripod. I really appreciate that. If he hadn't come by, we probably would have packed it in. So thank you very much, Bruce. Appreciate it. Brian Diu came by yesterday, dropped off some goodies. I appreciate it. It was good meeting you in person. I really had a good time this weekend. We didn't get huge numbers on the stream, but hey, you know, it's not all about the numbers. It's more about talking to you guys and watching planes. So, you know, everyone of you, all of you are here. I really appreciate it. I know it's late for some of you. I'm gonna make one more quick push for that Maui t-shirt. It really would mean a lot to me if you guys could pick up one of these t-shirts. It benefits a really good cause. I'm not making anything off this t-shirt. Trust me. I'll send you I'll show the numbers when I'm done. We're gonna let this special run for about a month until we get some t-shirt sales, and then I'll show you guys the numbers, and we'll if you feel like you need to fill out your wardrobe though, and you don't have enough t-shirts, you can buy a t-shirt that will directly benefit me. These are 2 of the Maui exclusive ones. We do have a bunch of other shirts and t-shirts and mugs available, so any little bit helps. You know, I'm not out here trying to turn a profit on every show, but you guys know how economies work. So thanks to you all for being here. Thanks for listening to my spiel. I know ads and stuff aren't that great, but they literally help pay the bills. So we got, looks like we have one more departure here, this Southwest, heading off to Honolulu, I believe I said. Next arrival is another Southwest. And then we'll appropriately end on a Hawaiian 321. So that's a good way to end the show. The home airline here. So New England Aviation, you got a couple down. Come on out and pay us a visit. We'll knock the rest out. So that Hawaiian is moving out onto the runway now. So we'll follow this southwest in, and then we'll. Thanks for all the kind words in the chat. Really appreciate it. Den and Sundragon, Rachel, thank you. David, thank you all for the kind words in the chat. I really, that's what it all means to me, is being able to share this with you guys. So I'm glad you all were here to see this, the very first 2 streams ever from the island of Maui. Tried to follow that all the way, and I actually kicked my tripod. That is a perfect way to end this show, is me kicking the tripod. So thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate it. Check out reverseopsshop.com for all your reverse ops fashion wear. And when your grandkids ask, were you really there for the first ever Maui live stream? You could say, yes, I was there. I remember that almost canceled stream. Alright, well, thanks again, everyone. It's been a blast of a weekend. We'll see you back in Honolulu next week. Remember to turn those notifications on. I got a big thing to do next weekend. So yeah, next Saturday is going to be really fun. If everything works out correctly, and I hope it does. And everybody knock on wood, it's going to work out great. We'll be back in the back of my pickup truck, out of this wind, hopefully. Thanks, Josh. Thank you, Brandon. Thanks for being here, Rachel. Good night. Thanks to all the mods that were here. Really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without them. So, Josh, thank you very much. Had Rainbow Love here earlier. Thank you. So, as they say here, and I have to agree after this weekend, Maui no ko'oi. It's a definite true. Maui is the best. Still love Hawaii, still love Honolulu, but this island is special. So we'll see you all next time. Have a great Memorial Day. I will be definitely coming to Lehue soon. Yeah. Alright. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next week. Aloha.